Hello guys and welcome to the channel, The Erratic here. In this video we will talk about Star Wars Galaxies, and this old MMORPG from back in the days in the early 2000s, which died out in 2011. It was discontinued by Sony. Well, guess what guys, it is back. There has been a couple of emulation servers. I'm talking about SWG Emu, there's also Star Wars Galaxies Legends, but all of these games unfortunately require the CD to play. So if you don't have the CD, you're gonna have to buy it. There are not a lot of places to buy it, usually on Amazon, and it's usually quite overpriced because obviously the people who do have the CD know that there are some people who still want to play it, and that they have become quite rare. So that's why it's quite a convenience to see that this new server here doesn't require the CDs and you can play it for free. I will put the link in the description down below if you are interested. All you have to do is to just go there, sign up, and download the software, and you can play it with thousands of people. As actually you're going to be able to see in the footage that I have recorded that there are really a lot of people that are around helping you or doing quests with you. It's just like in the old days. There's only one server, so you have about, last time I checked, there were about 4,000 different accounts. But all of that in one server means that you have already several hundreds, if not thousands, players playing with you together, and it really feels like the game is alive back, just like how it was back during the golden age of Star Wars Galaxies. And that already gave me an excellent first impression, because you know guys that this is a game that doesn't really rely on NPCs. The NPCs that you see around you are just static. They don't really move unless they are in space or unless they are within a quest. For example, like here, what you're seeing here, where I actually have to invade a bunker. And well, you can play solo. Obviously, some of these quests are played solo, but sometimes, since the server is quite populated, it's not uncommon to see a group of players, as you can see here in the footage, just randomly join you and join the fight with you. And all of a sudden, what started as a solo lone wolf type of gameplay becomes an all-out battle between yourself, the NPCs, and the other players that have just recently come and decided to join you because they have taken the same mission as you. And look at that, that is all of a sudden it's an all-out battle between some parrots and a bunch of players trying to make their way into the universe. Absolutely fantastic. And then we just ended up grouping together, just like in the good old days, and doing some of those bunkers. I absolutely love that. Of course, you have to get used to the commands. I had forgotten a lot of how the menus work. For example, lots of the key, the shortcuts that used to exist still there, but you have to relearn everything because man, it's been such a long time. Now, something that I want to say: what kind of gameplay should you expect? Because a lot of the different emulation servers that have been up for the past couple of years have different approaches. Some of them focus on the original experience, like SWG Emu, which is really focusing on how the game was at release. Star Wars Galaxies Legends is more about how the game was at the end of the life of the game, which is why they've been able to build upon the very last upgrades. The Star Wars Galaxies Legends have, for example, some new expansions that were not released by Sony but released by the developers of the emulation themselves, like Bespin. This is not something that Restoration 3 has. I'm playing on Restoration 3. Restoration 3 focuses mostly on the combat updates, so the combat that you're experiencing in the server is what we see in the combat update, but when it comes to gameplay, it's the NGE, the new engine, the new engine expansion. But at the same time, it's a hybrid, because that new gameplay engine, the NGE, completely revamped the professions. At the beginning of the game, when the game was released, at the beginning you had to basically grind your way from the beginning all the way to Master Marksman, and then eventually become a Jedi. With the NGE, you could choose whatever profession you wanted without having to go through all the grind. This is not the approach that they've been wanted to have. It's basically a hybrid of the NGE and the and the progression system that existed before, and they're trying to take the best of both worlds, and that's why also this server has been very popular. Now, something that you have to consider when you play Star Wars Galaxies is that this is a game with a player-driven economy. And of course, it also includes jump to Lightspeed. You can see here's one of my ships, but you gotta outfit the ship, and to outfit the ship, and just like anything else, not just your ship, but your character as well, you have to rely on the equipment that is player made, or it can be player looted as well. But most of what you're going to buy is player made, and that's something that's really important. It's not made by NPCs, and that's something that really made the popularity of Star Wars Galaxies, is how players have an impact in the overall world. And you can either buy some of the items at the Bazaar, which is very easily to access, or you can own your own business. Here I entered somebody's house, which is actually a shop. And in that shop, I can also buy some specialty items that I really want to have. For example, here, as I'm trying to outfit my first ship, I'm going to try to buy some equipment that have been made by a player, so that I can eventually fly the ship that you are seeing here. Yes, this server does include jump to Lightspeed. It is working. Not all of the emulations have jump to Lightspeed, but this one is working quite fine, just like how it was back in the days in 2000. What was that? Was that in 2004 or 2003 when Jump to Lightspeed was eventually released? Now, Jump to Lightspeed is paling in comparison to modern day space simulators and Elite Dangerous and especially Star Citizen. So do not expect to have the same type of gameplay experience, same type of flight. It is also very outdated compared to Star Wars Squadrons, but nevertheless offers a different kind of experience than just the ground-based experience. You can have your life in Star Wars not only on the ground, but with the expansion also in space. Now, what I really like is that, well, combat is quite slow in Jump to Lightspeed, but as a result, you can really fight your enemies at I wouldn't say point blank range, but a much closer distance, and you can really have some really good visuals as of what kind of damage you're doing to the ship, and you can really see them blow up and explode, and that's something that I've always appreciated in Star Wars Galaxies Jump to Lightspeed. So there we have it. The whole experience there, Star Wars Galaxies, is alive and well. You have thousands of players in one server, and it just doesn't feel empty at all like it was at the end of the game. They're trying to take the best of both worlds, and the best of all is that it's free. All you need to do is to just create an account and download the game. So why not trying out? That's something that I really suggest. Again, I'll be putting the link in the description down below. You should really try out, and who knows, maybe I'll see you guys in the server as well. It's a small world out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Eric, Owen, Dr. Forbin, and the DJ Don for their contributions on Patreon. Have a wonderful day. It's the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.